Hello and welcome, my Aquarian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers. Welcome to your timeless, true love timeline reading. I am your reader, Angelo, Lyons, Mal for short. Professional witch, professional intuitive, president of Drawing the Circle Productions since 1998, author of 2 books, third one on the way, Spell Ingredients from a Professional Witch, as well as Words of Grace from a Professional Witch. Kindle version is available of Words of Grace. You can click the link in the description box and preview a good chunk of the first part of it for free. And you can see the table of contents, how the book is primarily divided into chakra chapters. This is a chakra-dense read we're about to jump into, so you might find it helping. It has 6 out of 7 cards are about chakras. The Kindle version is lovely. It's very clean, it's very pristine, but the original PDF, the Visual Fellini Film Fest PDF of Words of Grace, as well as the only place to find spell ingredients from professional, which would be patreon.com. Who would have thunk? / Drawing the Circle, my membership only subscription platform. I love it so much. A lot of cool stuff going on there. We got a digital store. That's one way that you could check out my books on Patreon, as well as I got a lot of audio content over there, little prayers, meditations, wake you up, put you to sleep, relax your chakras, all of that, lots of cool stuff. All of my subscribers get 3 benefits in common, like for instance this morning, pretty much every morning I send them an unlisted YouTube live stream link so we can chat about the day's astrological weather, the magical applications, the spiritual implications, always ending with a prayer, a blessing, a meditation, something to send us on our way. And considering I am moving from Long Island to Saratoga Springs, can you imagine it? It is the wisest way for this witch to start the day, little cup of coffee, do the morning check-in, best thing ever. It's my favorite thing on Patreon. My subscribers also get the part 2s to the part 1s, all the extended readings. They're all timeless, they're all relationship-based one way or another, including the Path of True Love reads with extendeds. This is sort of a shorter companion version or a companion series to that one. They also get an extensive discount on private sessions with me, spiritual counseling and readings in person. A lot of them are coming over before I move to get readings here before this place sells and I'm out. But whether it's video or whatever, Zoom recorded, we'll talk about it at the end of the reading. They get a significant discount on that. Loving doing that. And I'm going to be reading at the Magic Moon, Fila Street, Saratoga Springs, a couple of days a week. So yeah, there's a lot going on. We'll talk about it at the end of the reading. But it is the best thing I ever did. We even have 2 7-day free trials for Seeker and Human if you want to check us out for a week for free. But I love it. Click the menu. We got a lot going on there and a lot of good stuff to come. So come Patreon on Patreon, because I am the Archangel of Lyons, Angelo Lyons. Totally serious. You can just call me Mal. It's a lot to remember. And there's a lot going on in my life, so I love doing this. This allows me to unplug from that and plug in that way. So let's do some explanation for the new Aquarians and crosswatchers, and we'll get to the divination. Feel free to jump ahead if you've heard it all before. Welcome, new aqualungs, new aquariums. I got a lot of aquarium people in my life. Freaks, all ya. If you are new to the channel, we are doing a simple timeline, past, present, and future, looking at where you are on your hero's journey, your healing journey, your spiritual awakening, ascension process, whatever you want to call it, through your relationships, which is how a lot of our lessons and challenges get delivered, if you've noticed. It's a chakra-dense read, so we're going to get heart, third eye crown, past, present, and future. These will go face down. The internal stuff, where you've been, where you are, and where you're headed in the true love timeline. Lots of links in the description box talking about true love and soul contracts and all of that. Some of them are mine, but there are a lot of them that aren't. We will then look at the lower 3 chakras, the masculine dynamic, relationships in the physical world, outside looking at you from the inside looking out at relationships, people, places, and things, and there can be mirroring. Cross-watchers, I will say, a lot of people have gotten back to me over the years and said that reading was for me, that I was cross-watching for, so that's happening. So there's always a mirroring process in play. Well, always. Mileage may vary. Those will go face down, then we'll turn them over past, then present, then future, and we will end with a Matt Kahn healing mantra. So the cross watchers, as well as the Aquarians, have a little something to focus their mind on. Fixed air, Aquarius, to make wiser, more loving, more empowering decisions in our relationships, shifting to a more truthful and loving timeline. Third eye, right? Truth, love, throat chakra choices and decisions, to be the heroes rather than the villains, because we're the common denominator in all of our relationships. We shift a little bit. Everybody else shifts a little bit in some way. That's unity for you. So think of what anchoring a more truthful, loving vibe on this planet would do for everything and everyone on it, right? Path of true love. So both feet on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath if you will. And I promise you I will do my best to help anybody make wiser, more loving, more empowering choices and decisions in their relationships, making this a more truthful, loving world for everyone and everything, including the aminals and the plants, yeah? So let's do it. The shift from explanation to divination happens in the still point. It's my favorite thing among others, I guess. So let's do this. Please take a nice deep breath. Place for everything, and everything in its place. Put all where it belongs in time and space. Ooh, for the well-being of all with harm to none. As we will it, so let it be done. My beloved goddesses, where has the Aquarian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign and cross watchers been? Heart, throat, third eye crown dynamic, where they've been. Path of true love. Where are they now? The point of power is always in the present moment. What's going on for them? Our third eye crown, where they are in the true love timeline, and where are they headed? They just do their best. No one needs to cross every T and dot every I. It's a learning curve for every single human incarnate, well, soul incarnate as a human. So if they do that, their wisest, most loving, most empowering decisions, where are they headed? If that is of their free will and choice to do so in this timeless true love timeline read. Let's get these lower three chakras on the table face down, then we'll flip them past, present, and future. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. A place for everything and everything in its place. Put all where it belongs in time and space, for the well-being of all, and with harm to none, as we will it, so let it be done. My gods, where have the Aquarians and their cross-watchers been? Lower three chakra dynamic in the true love timeline. Where are they now? Point of power is always in the present moment, in the true love timeline. And where are they headed if they just do their best to take the hero's journey, be a little bit more hero every day, right? In their relationships, making the wisest, most loving, most empowering decisions. Where do they end up there in the true love timeline? Okay, here we go. Let's see. Where you been? Where you been? Where you been is Emperor on the inner. Emperor, sometimes Hierophant. It's a feminist deck, so you know they amalgamated some of the more masculine energies there. This is usually the Hierophant as well as the Emperor Pan, a very healthy masculine energy, one of my gods. I'm one of his. Certainly the Emperor, regardless of the of the deck, the artwork, it is usually the combination of all of the kings, the cardinal signs in the court card system, right? So Pentacles, what is it? Aries, Capricorn, Libra, who am I missing? And Cancer, right? The Cups, Swords, Wands, and Pentacles, not necessarily in that order. So coming from a place of sort of being the boss on the inside, right? All that cardinal creative energy there, and it does feel healthy, but Eight of Cups, not necessarily always a walking away from. I'll tell you, as a witch, I learned this from Terry Pratchett, witches don't run from, we run to, and sometimes within is needed. This is a Psyche, of Eros and Psyche. There is a link in the description box to a video that does kind of like a comic book panel telling of the story of Eros and Psyche, which is the entire suit of cups in the minor arcana here, descending into the underworld to get her mother-in-law Aphrodite a jar of essentially Persephone's rapid wrinkle repair. Lots of things happen along the way. She gets a lot of help from unexpected places and ends up, you know, really good in the Ten of Cups. So that actually feels really good. If you take that as yes, maybe you walked away from something emotionally, leaving it perhaps a bit undone. But if that was to go into the self, then what you're going into is that Emperor. So that's where you were. Where are you now? Where are you now? That's interesting. Oh, 2 court cards. Now, when it's a court card on the inside, see if you have any planets in the sign that is indicated, like, for example, Sagittarius, Kara Widwin, Sir Widwin, it's said different ways. The Crone of Flames, that would be the Knight of Wands in traditional Rider-Waite-based tarot, mutable fire, very Sagittarian. It's made a bunch of appearances in this series so far. So, you know, if you don't have any planets in Sagittarius, that's fine. Look at what house it's in depending on your rising sign, right? Because that could give an indication there, make a general reading a little bit more specific. But regardless, 9th house dynamic is Jupiter ruled. It's expansion and spirituality and lots of desire. So you might have a lot of choices to make inside, and definitely feels throat chakra. This could be chewing on it, getting ready to fire them arrows of Sagittarius the Archer. Now this could be someone, the King of Cups, Orpheus, brilliant bard, but doesn't follow directions. What man does? Kidding, sort of. You know, we got GPS now, there's no excuse. Cardinal Water, creative water here. Now, if this is you, again, if you have any planets in Cancer, great. Not everybody knows their moon sign. You know, like everybody knows their sun sign. That's easy, right? But their rising and their moon and their Venus, they may not know. So I don't always immediately attach it that this person is a Cancerian. Maybe they are, maybe they're not. And if this is you from the outside looking in, it is about emotional maturity at its best. Right, it is about taking the emotions and using them creatively rather than destructively, as a poetic bard would. And so where do you end up? This one has also made it. You've got a major arcana, we'll get there, but on the inside you got the Ace of Cups. Now, the thing about going into the underworld is to find that Ace of Cups to bring you to the 9 of Cups, and then they overfloweth in the 10. The key word is happiness. It's a seed, right? It's like a new beginning. And lower 3 chakras, major arcana, whenever it's a major arcana card. Oh no, you did get a major arcana. Heart, third eye, crown, all working as one. Well, here you've got the Chariot. All 3 lower chakras aligned, which is about harnessing the power of your inspiration, the light horse, and the motivation, which is the dark horse. And this is what I'm living in right now, the inspiration of what I'm going to do with this little over half acre of land, right? And this new house, I'm like so inspired. But I still have to pack everything up here, and the movers are coming in a couple of weeks, and I've got to be, you know, like that. So it's like you got to move those together to what? Be emotionally balanced. And then if this is you from the outside looking in, certainly you've got the creativity to do it. And you are sort of, I won't say lit, that's element of fire, but a seed of happiness. It's up to you what you want to do with that, but certainly to be coming from that place, driving the chariot, that's pretty powerful. I like this reading. So, let's get our last card on the table, the Matt Kahn Healing Mantra. I have said air signs in particular have a little bit of an edge when it comes to, you know, affirmations, mantras, like verbal things, using the mind as the tool instead of the mind using us. You know, I've got Venus and Libra, 3rd house, so they work really well for me, and they always have. So let's see what hits the table, shall we? Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Here we go. A place for everything. And everything in its place. Put all where it belongs. in time and space, for the well-being of all, and with harm to none. As we will it, so let it be done. My beloved Ascended Masters, I call upon you on behalf of the Aquarian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and their cross-watchers watching this video drawn to this reading. May they be blessed with all that they need to make the wisest, most loving, most empowering decisions in their relationships, navigating the true love timeline, for the true love that conquers all, for the true love that heals all wounds, for the true love that breaks all curses, past life, ancestral, societal, and otherwise. For this timeless true love timeline, because I got the Emperor and the Eight of Cups. That feels really solid, really strong, very empowering, actually, at least on the inner, as they go inner, or perhaps walk away from something at the same time, at least contemplating it. With that Sagittarius, they might be very inspired, very expansive on the inside, right? All these things that they want to do, all these desires in the throat chakra there. With the King of Cups, if that's them from the outside looking in, they're containing it well and they're being creative, kind of bringing things to a simmer down. Getting them to the Ace of Cups on the inner, a seed of happiness, right? That could be that innate joy, right? Or maybe that's the Ace of Cups that they found with the Eight of Cups, bringing them eventually to the Nine as they move forward with the Chariot. Aries, harnessing inspiration and motivation. So what do you got from the perfect healing mantra for the Aquariums and their cross watchers in this timeless true love timeline read? Hearing inner guidance, my intuition flows whenever I am still. Work. I mean, it's so true. But stillness in this world is a little complicated when it's actually moving you so deep into the simplicity. It is about listening. I'll read it from the bookie book in a second. But like, when my boys are upstairs and, you know, I know they're napping and all of a sudden I hear, right? Stillness. It's just one example of millions. So hearing inner guidance. Going to read it from the bookie book for you because Matt says it better than I can. I can't memorize all of this. My intuition flows whenever I am still. Come on. Creative intuition on the inner, the element of fire there. And survival intuition there, feeling, navigating with the lower three chakras in the physical world. When you hear inner guidance, you receive an affirming and defining moment of inspiration. It can be a new direction, a new way of seeing old patterns, or an enchanted idea that is delivered in your own voice out of the silence. And that's what I think is coming as a result of this. It does feel like this, the point of power is always in the present, but it's like this is, I think, the mantra that really aligns this to get that. When inner guidance is heard, you are ready to either hunker down into the healing benefits of your current circumstances, in relationships here in this case, or move forward into a brand new chapter, which feels more like, right, and fast, right, harnessing that with that cup. In either case, this is an opportunity to further align with your soul by embracing your needs. Yes, which work. This mantra is ideal for resolving restlessness, becoming a better listener on the inside, certainly, and being more open-minded, which, come on, is an Aquarian gig if ever there was. So, let's put this together in a blessimation, a combination of a blessing and summation if you're new to my work. And then we'll talk about cool stuff if you want to hang around for it. But oftentimes, like just when I think the video is over, I see something, so you never know. It's the risk we all take. Life is risk, isn't it? So, one more time, please take a nice deep breath. Still point. As I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine on behalf of the Aquarian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and cross-watchers who are watching this video and drawn to this reading, may they be blessed with all that they need to heal, to grow, to learn, to evolve, to make the wisest, most loving, most empowering decisions for themselves in their relationships, navigating the true love timeline, coming from a place of the Emperor, maybe even the Hierophant there, that masculine energy of creation on the inside, all chakras firing and working together as they walk into themselves and perhaps away from a situation. Emotionally, a little detachment can go a long way, because where they are now, they got all of these things they want to do and all of these heart's desires that they are chewing on. Creative, expansive, freeing for sure, but they're on perhaps a slow simmer here with the emotional maturity of the Cancerian King of Cups, or maybe that's someone in their life that helps them with this, and particularly to hear their own inner guidance, which is more likely, bringing them to the Ace of Cups on the inner and the Chariot on the outer, that fuel of happiness in the heart chakra, aligning their inspiration and motivation and hearing inner guidance, because their intuition flows whenever they are still. So may they be blessed with all that they need to heal, to learn, to grow, to evolve, to make the wisest, most loving, most empowering decisions, navigating the true love timeline, for the true love that conquers all, for the true love that heals all wounds, for the true love that breaks all curses, reincarnational, ancestral, societal, and otherwise, for the well-being of all, and with harm to none, as we will it. So let it be done. So mote it be. And so it is. Tingle, tingle. It's good. It's hot. And, doesn't cost a dime to find stillness. So if you like the reading, hit the thumbs up. Helps other aquariums and cross-watchers find the reading with algorithms and all of that, whatever. And then come check me out on Patreon, because we're having so much fun there. I love it so much. I love that some of my patrons are going to be here in the next couple of weeks to come get readings and spiritual counseling face-to-face, as well as take some of the magical and mundane stuff I'm giving away, because I'm giving away a lot. And again, they all get the same benefits. They get, regardless of subscription level, they get the daily check-ins, which I love. It's really the best thing for me ever. They get all the extended readings, the part 2s to the part 1s. They're all timeless. They're all relationship-based, true love, all of that, soulmate contracts, all of that. And they get the extensive discount on private sessions with me. And I love it. The 7-day free trials, everyone who's done it has stayed at least a month to get the discount. We've got the shop, which I love, and I'm going to be making a lot more content for the digital shop, available only on Patreon when I'm in my new studio, in my new home. I got an office downstairs where I can see clients. I got a studio, and it's not in my living room. It's not in my dining room, which is the best thing ever. So watch this space, and certainly if you want, come Patreon on Patreon. We're having a field day. You get a lot of behind the scenes stuff. Oh, and you can follow for free, right? And get the public content, which I'm going to be making stuff just for that. So come Patreon on Patreon. Again, I'm the Archangel of Lyons, Angelo Lyons. Just call me now. And if you want to book me for a private session, because I'm still taking clients and I am going to be doing readings at the Magic Moon in Saratoga Springs on Field Street. We're putting it together, and I'm running a special for the month of October. Makes sense. I'll be moving in October. It's going to take me a little while to get that ready, but it's going to be happening. But there is a video in the description box, booking private sessions with Mal, spiritual counseling, readings, half hour of power, what I charge, how I charge, what we do in person, right? Zoom record. I got clients all over the place. The video explains it all for you, just like Clarissa. We brought that joke back, apparently. And I'm glad to book people, and because my schedule is different now, I am able to take clients, because these readings are shorter. I get more of them done, and I am hoping that they serve. So click the link, watch the video, and book me if you want. And certainly, Aquarians, look, this mantra has helped. That's why I say still point. It's still point. Right in that moment, sometimes all you need is that split second. And for fixed air, that makes sense, right, Aquarians? So hang in there. I'm wishing you all the very, very best and the very, very blessed. All that you need is within you, blah, blah, blah. But you gotta sometimes calm down to hear it. So hang in there. I love you, and I believe in you. You can do this. Heal, hail, farewell, and blessed, blessed be.